Hi, happy Tuesday. Today's February 20th, and we are now in Pisces season. The sun moved into the sign of Pisces on Sunday, and we'll have this next month of the Pisces energy and the Pisces area of our charts being highlighted, being highlighting our conscious awareness, the sun's light and illumination in the sign of Pisces. And we currently have the planet Saturn in Pisces and Neptune, the ruling planet of Pisces, is also there. And so we've come out of a very intense Aquarius season where we had the sun and Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto all in the sign of Aquarius the last few weeks. And it's a shift of energy. So Aquarius season is air, fixed air. It's a time and energy of innovation and individuality and future visioning, the visionary, creative energy of Aquarius. These movements of Mercury and Venus and Mars past the planet Pluto, a time of beginning new cycles of their empowerment. And many of the people I've been working with and talking to during Aquarius season were really feeling energized in a like nervous system energized way of like, oh yeah, the air is like electric and there's like new ideas and new visions and new or a sense of like breaking out of a structure or a traditional mode. Perhaps you felt that too. I know a lot of people, weekend before last, when Mars and Pluto were meeting up, friends were messaging me and like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I feel such an intense activation feeling and such a like, I'm on high alert kind of a feeling. And you may have picked that up, of that energy of the activation of Pluto, of that deep transformative energy in a whole new sign. Pluto hasn't been in Aquarius for 250 years and ish, and it'll be here for 20 years in the sign of Aquarius. So we have a long time to work with transforming our visions of the future, transforming what's possible for the human species and the human race on planet Earth, and how we're all going to come into a deeper, a sustainable understanding of what it is to all be here at the same time and to live and work together on this planet. But the shift in energy as the sun's moved into Pisces, and on Friday, Mercury will move into Pisces as well. So we'll have our conscious perception, the sun in Pisces, and also Mercury is our mental perception and communication style. It's kind of where the sun and Mercury are, is kind of like doing this radio dial, my invisible radio dial for you. But it's what frequency are we picking up on? What radio station are we tuning into with the universe? And so we're being invited to perceive and be aware of things through the Pisces lens, which is water element, which is Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, is the all-inclusive energy, the collective consciousness, our collective intuition and dreaming and imagination. And Pisces is said to include all the signs of the zodiac, all of the archetypes and energies, in a way that they all kind of dissolve and blend together. Pisces energy is really one of surrender and trust and dissolving of ego, dissolving of the specific details, but it's a feeling sense. It's a dreamy, imaginative, and intuitive knowing that is hard to define. And when Mercury moves into Pisces, often I experience it as, oh, I have a lot more access to my intuition and my dreams and but I find like finding specific words and vocabulary not so easy. But being able to express my feelings and my mood and my sense of what am I picking up on in a way that I can't quite can't quite put my finger on is kind of Pisces energy. And so the Pisces month of the year is a really good time for going inward, for tuning into your heart space, to meditating or praying or visualizing, for listening to your imagination and your paying attention to your nighttime dreams and your daydreams, to tapping into the dreams that are fantasy, that are idealism, that are understanding and acceptance. Pisces is connected with acceptance and forgiveness, understanding, and unconditional love. So it's really like the divine, our divine nature meeting our human nature. And the symbol for Pisces is the two fish. It's one fish is shown swimming upwards from the earth realm to the heavenly realms. And the other fish is shown swimming in the opposite direction. So from the heavenly realms down to earth. And so it's one of the dual signs in the zodiac. And this one is about the connecting our divine nature and our human nature, our practical on earth experience and our ethereal imaginal experience. And I have to say, I mean, I've been training myself for years to tune into these energies and archetypes, but I can feel a difference shifting from Aquarius season, or the sun being in Aquarius, to the sun being in Pisces. I feel a slowing down, moving from a very yang air sign to the yin water sign. There's kind of a slowing down. I can feel an exhale and like a laying back, like I'm floating in water. If you have the opportunity to be in water, especially comfortable warm water, taking a bath, or if you have a hot tub access, or even any kind of experience of kind of floating and being held in the water, is a way you can kind of let go of holding yourself up, right? Allowing yourself just to be loose and relax into being held by the water. It'd be a wonderful experience. So that's shifting. I still feel there's still a lot of very active yang energy out there. So we have Mars and Venus still in Aquarius, and they're exactly together today. And this is a new cycle for Mars and Venus together. Venus is quicker moving, so she'll pull ahead of Mars and she'll enter Pisces before Mars does. But by about the middle of March, both of them will be in Pisces also. But Mars and Venus together, a new cycle of Aquarian energy. How are we motivated and inspired to action out of the Aquarian energy? That's the Mars message. The Venus in Aquarius, how are we valuing our interdependence, our interconnectedness? How are we valuing our individuality and our unique expressions that might be rebellious or might be eccentric, might be so creatively unique that they're weird and strange, okay? But Mars and Venus, when they meet up, that's like the energies, the masculine and feminine energies. So not gender, but the more yang outward going energies are associated with Mars, which includes assertiveness and aggression and even warlike attack energies. But that desire of motivation and going towards something, out towards something. And the Venus energies are considered more feminine or yin, or attracting energies. They're considered connected to our style of relating to one another, to our values, and what we find pleasing, what we're drawn to, what we magnetize to us. So Mars and Venus together is like a new starting point and an equalization of those energies in the cosmos right now. Now, in your chart, you have Venus and Mars somewhere, and they are in some kind of a relationship to one another based on their placements. So they're not always together. Okay, they orbit the sun at different rates and move through the zodiac at different rates, but occasionally they meet up together like they are now. So Mercury's finishing the next few days in Aquarius. And this is a great time until Friday for that visionary thinking, for creative brainstorming, for considering way out ideas, for having conversations with people in your friend group or in your community about what you all want together, what you want to be creating, and how, what and how to do for the good of the group. And so, if you have an opportunity to uh, gather or engage in those conversations, it's a good invitation from the universe to do that. When Mercury moves into Pisces, like I said, is a better time for creativity, spirituality, finding softer, more poetic language or perspectives on things, for paying attention to the unseen, like the energetic or the imaginal, and feeling into that. We have a full moon coming up on Saturday, the 24th. And this full moon will be in the sign of Virgo, the sun in Pisces, opposite the moon in Virgo. And this Virgo and Pisces axis is a really interesting one of like the unseen and the mystery and the practical details of Virgo. The Virgo energy, the moon, full moon in Virgo may illuminate for us how we see things in our lives that need to be improved or that we want to refine or bring a greater sense of discernment and organization to. And this full moon is building on the new moon that started in Aquarius. So we had that new moon in Aquarius about 2 weeks ago. And now the full moon is going to show us something about all of those wild, creative, futuristic, visionary ideas we have with the Aquarius energy. The Virgo energy comes along and is like, oh, what are those practical details? What are those steps to take? Or what are the things that you need to let go of, that you need to clear out? Virgo energy is very cleansing, very purifying. And so there's like a purging and a clearing out of the inessential things need to go. So a full moon can reveal to you what is in your way of creating your new moon intentions or maximizing that energy, that Aquarian energy in this case. So be curious about what you notice when the moon is in Virgo and have the full moon on Saturday. Couple of these themes we're going to be going into in much greater depth in our stars and cards conversation on Zoom on Sunday at 10 Pacific. So this is a group, and this will be our 4th gathering that we've had around a new and a full moon. My friend Hailey Olichny is a Gestalt therapist and a tarot reader and an all-around fascinating human being who holds a lot of Virgo and Pisces energy in her chart. I have a lot of planets in Virgo and Pisces in my chart. And the two of us are creating this community where we can explore these energies and archetypes and talk about the practical ways they show up for us and the mystical ways they show up for our growth. And really, we're wanting to create an interesting and interested community of people who feel the cosmos and astrology talking to them, who find the imagery and the symbolism of tarot to be an insightful way of understanding themselves and the world around them, us. So we invite you to join us on Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific, an hour and a half on Zoom. I will include the sign up link in the description of this episode here. And we'd love to have you join us. You do need to sign up in advance. Okay. This is a powerful week with Mars and Venus together, the Sun and Mercury moving into Pisces, the building full moon. And we also today have an exact conjunction togetherness in the sign of Aries of Chiron, the wounded healer, and the north node of the moon. And so both of these energies and points are drawing us into a healthier expression of our own inner light, our own desires, our own sense of self and how we put ourselves out in our world. Aries energy is that I am, and it's self-determined, and it can be risk-taking and adventurous, but there's such a it's coming from the inspiration of self, like your inner violet light is lit and sparked and inspired. And the Aries energy ruled by Mars holds our inner masculine energy, that drive I was talking about with Mars. And this is a really potent time where the universe is saying, okay, everyone, really, who are you? What's your unique light, your unique inspiration? What is uniquely yours to do or to go for or to experience? And so I hope you can feel or tap into that boost of self. And if you would like insight and conversation and personal exploration around what that self energy is for you, I would love to do a session with you to look at your birth chart, to look at your unique design, your unique energies, and to help you really identify, even draw in that discernment and clarity that can come from the Virgo full moon and know, oh, yeah, this is who I am. And I'm willing now to bring my light out and um, unapologetically. Aries is just determined, self-determined, and instinctual and inspired. And it's, I think, a really exciting time, the energies in the cosmos. And this last month, with all of the planets moving past Pluto and having that deep transformative empowerment, was probably a really big sort of shakeup feeling. And we've got in April eclipses coming and more turning points for us personally and collectively. And so what I wish for you is that you can come into yourself, into your heart, and know however you access it, and the Pisces can help you, that meditating on it, imagining it. Who are you and what is yours to express and give to the world around you? I'll leave you with that. And I'll invite you to join us on Sunday for a deeper conversation and exploration and what's becoming a very interesting, beautiful community. So if you're craving meeting new people and talking about the cosmos and archetypes and symbolic language and understanding, meaning making, you're probably going to love this group. Okay, have a great rest of your day, evening, wherever you are, and I'll check in with you again soon. Take care. Keep shining. We need you. Bye.